You need to realize that the key to success is very, very boring. And that you've probably heard it before and you're like, oh, really? Why do I gotta do it like this? Why do I have to work towards my goal like this? It's boring. I know it is, because I do it. Me here on YouTube, I'm using this boring key to grow on YouTube, and it's actually working. I'm noticing that it's working. I'm getting subscribers exponentially. And you gotta realize, sometimes you gotta do the boring stuff. All right, let me quit gatekeeping here. The key to success that's very boring is simply don't click off, because I know you're gonna be like, oh, that's so lame. I already knew that, and I just don't do it. No, you have to do this. All right, let me actually quit gatekeeping. I'm just teasing you here. The key to success is consistency. Now, don't click off, because I know you've heard this before, but you gotta actually realize, you have to realize consistency is actually key. The reason we dismiss this is because we hear it so much, and it's just like, oh, I don't want to, I don't care. I don't want to be consistent. I just want to I want to climb a mountain, and that's how I get my success. No, it's not that easy. You got to realize, just focus for a second. Whatever that goal is, if you're consistent with it, you're going to make it. If you're consistent and you're doing the right things too. Don't do the wrong things towards that goal, obviously. I mean, you already knew that. You're already doing the right things probably. But be consistent with that day in and day out. Or if you're lifting in your plans 3 times a week or 5 times a week, stay with that. And I know it's boring. For me, I try and post 3 times a week on YouTube. And that's consistency, because I've hit that goal. Except last Wednesday I didn't post because it was pouring rain, and I like these videos outside. But I'll get better. I need an umbrella. But consistency. For me, my own example to prove that this is working. My first month on YouTube, like I said, I posted 3 times a week. 8 subscribers. So that's if you do the math, that's 12 actually that's not even that bad. I had 12 to 15, 16 videos and only 8 subscribers. So that's really not that bad for a starting YouTube channel, but to the average person, that's a lot of work with not a lot of return on investment. 8 subscribers, I'm just gonna quit. It's been a whole month. But now that I've kept posting, that was only a week ago that I had 8 subscribers. Now I have 20. So that's that little exponential stuff. Because your goal is going to be exponential, probably. Some goals aren't going to be I feel like lifting is not going to be exponential. You're just going to slowly gain. Unless you get your new gains or whatever. But, yeah. Keep consistent. And, even though it feels like nothing's happening, it feels like you're not getting any progress. You're at 1% of your goal. Eventually, it's just going to start taking off. It's gonna. I know it will. Consistency is key. Don't give up on that goal just because it's not working. You've been consistent probably, and if you just give up, I just made a video about trusting the process 3 minutes ago. If you give up, then obviously nothing's gonna happen. So stay consistent. That might be one of your harder challenges right now. Maybe you can't stay consistent. Maybe you just can't focus on your goal. If you're an author and you're supposed to try and write almost every single day, but you only write once a week when you're bored. You're not going to get to your goal of being a elite author that way. So yeah, stay consistent with whatever you're doing. And actually listen to that. I feel like people have probably clicked off the video because they're like, oh yeah, consistency. I'll go do that. Do it. Actually, just do it. Just do it. The consistency, just do it. I promise you. It's actually important. I know it's boring. I know. But you gotta do it. You gotta be consistent, or else what's even the point? So yeah, be consistent. Go watch this video I just made about trusting the process too, because you gotta trust the process. And with that being said, comment down below your story and what you got going on, because I love reading them. And tell me how you're gonna be more consistent in whatever your goal is. With that being said, like and subscribe. Helps me out. I give self-improvement advice on here. And with that being said, have an amazing day.